Alright, g'day guys. This is a bit different. This is the start of a new series for the channel that I'm beginning right now. Now, none of you probably remember this, but a while ago, I'm talking like 2 years ago now, I had two channels. I had MuiTube vlogs and MuiTube, and basically those videos were crap. It was when daily vlogging was the cool thing to do, but basically it was just about my life really, but a lot of my ventures were based around photography. So I would set off on these little adventures with my camera and basically just base an entire video around taking photos and trying to get better at photography. So what I'm going to do is base this entire series around becoming a better photographer and taking some sick photos, not just in Melbourne, but I'm talking like, I'm thinking like Australia-wide at the minute. And this is the start of said series. For anyone who actually somehow remembers my old videos, you might remember this backdrop. This is my garage. It is full of cardboard boxes at the minute. I don't even know where that light came from. It came with the house. This backdrop will get better. The setup will get better. I want to turn this entire thing into like a little workstation where I can come in here, edit photos, edit videos. So episode 1, this is it. So basically, wow. You're probably not even going to believe this, but you can hear the rain right now. What just happened is the door for my garage, which may or may not have been off the hinges anyway, fell over and basically knocked my entire setup right now. My lights and my camera. Back to it. So episode 1 is completely based around something I saw on Facebook and in the Age, so you know it must be good if it was in the Age. But basically what it is, let me get my phone. So basically what this thing is called Melbourne Hinge. A rare sunset aligns with the Melbourne's Hoddle grid. So basically what it is the sun lines up perfectly with the buildings in the CBD in certain areas. One of those being up at Parliament House, looking straight down the set perfectly in between the buildings. Now this is just what I was reading online. They did show some photos and it did look pretty baller. So basically I thought, let's get my gear and let's get out there. Now in the way of gear, I literally have nothing. What I'm filming on right now is my Sigma 10 to 20mm wide angle lens, and I literally bought a 50mm, the nifty 50 Canon lens off eBay for like $60. Someone was selling it second hand. Now I watch a lot of photography vloggers and photography people, and they always have these really amazing expensive lenses, and they're going on about how everyone should own these amazing expensive lenses. It's like, no one can afford that crap. Like, this is like, you're talking about a $4 lens, $2 lens. I'm trying to do it on the cheap here, if you get what I'm saying. I want to prove that the gear doesn't matter and I can use whatever the hell I want. Alright, let's head into the city. Well, I think this is going to be the spot. We're up here at Parliament House where all the, idiots hang out. The sun is perfectly in line with the street here, so there are quite a few people here with cameras and stuff, and I'm so underprepared. As I said before, I don't have that much fancy equipment, just my wide angle lens really. I got a 50mm lens in my bag, so there's some pretty serious equipment going on out here. I don't even have a tripod. You can see the sun is starting to set. And I've got to get a better spot than this. I think Brittany's got a better spot than me already. Oh god, I suck at this stuff. I'm not gonna lie though, this is very me style. Very underprepared. I literally have nothing. Noisy trams, bloody city. Okay, as you can probably see behind me, it's very popular. There are a lot more people here than I thought there were going to be. But I'm trying to remind myself it's not about the gear you have, it's about how you use it. Because there are some serious cameras here, there are some serious lenses. I've literally just been shooting with my 50mm and I don't know, it's turning out alright, but I'm just having a look at these massive pillars behind me because the sun doesn't set for like another half an hour, an hour. So I'm looking at these massive pillars behind me and trying to get some cool photos of that with the people standing there. So I'm just experimenting. Well, I have a feeling that tonight has been a failure on the sunset mission. The sun was meant to set perfectly in between the buildings like a red ball. It hasn't happened at all. Basically everyone's packed up their cameras and gone. But hey, what can you do? Take the good with the bad. Hopefully I've still got some decent shots. I have no idea. But I think it's been a bit of a failure. Has this been the most riveting half an hour of your life, Brittany?
It's actually been pretty fun.
It has been fun, not gonna lie. I mean, it's such a cool view from here. We get great views of the city and all that, but whatever. Brittany's being a model for me right now and she doesn't really know it. I'm just taking photos of you because... You're acting like you're not posing, but you are. Classic Brittany move. Now, I made a bit of a mistake here. I kind of judged the photos before I actually even looked at them through my camera. All I was doing was looking at my surroundings, realizing the sun wasn't setting perfectly like they said it would. A lot of the other photographers were saying the same thing. They packed up and left. I hanged around for a bit longer and took some photos. It wasn't until I got back and I started editing the photos that I realized they were actually pretty good. So this is the first one here. I really, really like this one. It's got the tram in it. It's very Melbourne, of course. There was times when there were two trams coming down, but they were very hard to line up. But what I love most about this one, if you look directly down the middle, you can see the sun sort of peeking through, but there's two people walking almost perfectly in line with the tram line. It just looks so Melbourne, right? I absolutely love that photo. And then I got this one straight across here, which is almost exactly the same with no trams. So there's people walking to the tram stop, and yeah, the sun beaming through that nice NAB building right there. And one little cheeky one there of Brittany leaning up against the pillar at Parliament House, tram in the background. I actually kind of like that photo, even though we were just playing around, mucking around with the camera. I had an absolute ball, not gonna lie. If you guys want to check out the photos, they're on my Instagram. Just search at MuiTube, you'll find it there. What I'm basically really wanting to do with this as well is meeting more photographers. So if you guys ever want to head out with me, you live in Melbourne, then come along, hit me into the DMs. Hit me into the DMs, is that a thing? Slide into the DMs? I don't know, I'm old. Slide into the DMs and send me a message, and hopefully we can organise something to go out and shoot some photos. So whether it be in the city, out in the suburbs, out of an abandoned building, I don't care. Let's do this. Alright, we'll see you guys on the next adventure.